Hello everyone, welcome to Chelsea Sport Focus. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of breaking news. Let's get started.
Chelsea's name rarely drifts far from the centre of transfer conversations, and this January is no different. As the window unfolds, the club finds itself balancing two very different strands of its long-term project, protecting one of the Premier League's most influential young attackers, while quietly moving ahead with plans to recruit and develop the next generation of talent. Recent rumours linking Cole Palmer with a return to Manchester, alongside reports of an imminent move for teenage defender Yissa Alao, perfectly capture the dual pressures Chelsea are navigating at this stage of their rebuild. Cole Palmer's rise since arriving at Stamford Bridge has been one of the clearest success stories of Chelsea's recent recruitment strategy. Signed from Manchester City in September 2023 for a fee that raised eyebrows at the time, the England international has gone on to establish himself as the team's creative heartbeat. His goals, assists, and calm authority in decisive moments have not only carried Chelsea through difficult spells, but have also reshaped perceptions of what the club's young core is capable of achieving. At just 23, Palmer has already become a player opponents plan specifically to stop, and supporters look to when matches hang in the balance. Against that backdrop, suggestions that Palmer could be open to a return to Manchester have inevitably caused a stir. Reports indicate that he has felt a degree of homesickness, with the pull of family, friends, and familiar surroundings playing a role in his thinking. Manchester United have been loosely linked as a potential destination, a storyline that naturally attracts attention given Palmer's City roots and his emergence as one of the league's standout performers. In modern football, where player welfare and personal comfort increasingly influence career decisions, such feelings are not unusual, especially for young players who have moved away from home at an early age. From Chelsea's perspective, however, the idea of losing Palmer at this stage appears close to unthinkable. His contract runs until 2033, reflecting the club's belief that he is a cornerstone of their long-term plans rather than a short-term asset. There is little appetite at Stamford Bridge to even entertain offers, let alone negotiate a deal, for a player who has quickly become central to both the team's identity and its commercial appeal. Any club attempting to prize him away would face not only a monumental financial hurdle, but also the challenge of convincing Palmer that walking away from his current trajectory is the right move for his career. Under Mauricio Pochettino, Palmer's role has expanded beyond that of a talented attacker. He has been trusted with responsibility, given freedom in advanced areas, and encouraged to lead despite his age. That environment has allowed him to flourish, and Chelsea's hierarchy view him as a symbol of the progress they are trying to make after years of instability. While speculation may continue, the reality remains that Chelsea hold all the leverage, and Palmer's future, at least for now, looks firmly tied to West London. While attention naturally gravitates toward high-profile names, Chelsea's recruitment team has been just as busy working on deals that fit the quieter, developmental side of the club's strategy. One such move is the reported agreement to sign Yissa Alao from Sheffield Wednesday. The 17-year-old left-back has been monitored by several Premier League clubs, with Manchester United also believed to have shown interest, but Chelsea have moved decisively to put themselves in pole position. The proposed fee, modest by top-flight standards, underlines the nature of the deal. An initial payment of around £500,000, potentially rising above £1 million through add-ons, reflects Chelsea's view of Alao as an investment for the future, rather than an immediate first-team solution. What has appealed to the player and his representatives is Chelsea's track record at Cobham, where young defenders are given elite-level coaching, modern facilities, and a clear pathway towards senior football if they progress as hoped. For Chelsea, securing talents like Alao is about sustaining the pipeline that feeds the first team over time. The club's academy has produced players capable of performing at the highest level, whether at Stamford Bridge or elsewhere, and adding another highly rated defender fits neatly into that philosophy. Alao is expected to join the development squad initially, allowing him to adapt to the demands of a top Premier League environment without the immediate pressure of senior competition. Taken together, the contrasting stories around Palmer and Alao highlight the delicate balancing act Chelsea face. On one hand, they must fend off interest and speculation surrounding established stars who embody the club's present and immediate future. Chelsea have officially agreed to sell Renato Vega to Villarreal on a permanent deal, marking a significant transfer for both clubs. The 21-year-old Portuguese midfielder, who had been part of Chelsea's plans before moving on loan to gain regular first-team experience, will now make a permanent switch to La Liga. Reports confirmed that the deal includes a total package valued at €29.5 million, with add-ons and a heavy sell-on clause incorporated into the agreement. This transfer represents a record signing for Villarreal and demonstrates the club's ambitions to strengthen their midfield options with a player who has already shown considerable potential. Vega's journey at Chelsea began after he impressed scouts with his performances in Portugal. A technically gifted and dynamic midfielder, Vega was seen as a prospect capable of making a significant impact in England and potentially across Europe. Chelsea, known for their focus on developing young talent, brought him into their system with the hope that he could either evolve into a first-team player or become a highly valuable asset in the transfer market. Vega's qualities include excellent passing ability, intelligent movement off the ball, and defensive awareness, which allow him to contribute effectively in both attacking and defensive phases. In an effort to ensure his progression, Chelsea decided to loan Vega out, a strategy they often employ with young players who are on the cusp of breaking into the first team but need regular minutes at a high competitive level. Villarreal, a club renowned for nurturing young talent and providing opportunities to develop in a technically demanding league, became the ideal destination. During his loan spell, Vega adapted quickly to La Liga, impressing with his vision, composure under pressure, and ability to dictate play from deeper midfield positions. His performances caught the attention of Villarreal's management, who moved decisively to secure him on a permanent basis. Fabrizio Romano, one of the most reliable sources for transfer news, reported exclusively that Chelsea and Villarreal had reached an agreement not only with the player, but also on the financial terms of the deal. The €29.5 million package includes potential add-ons, reflecting performance-related incentives that could see the total value rise depending on Vega's success at his new club. Additionally, the deal incorporates a substantial sell-on clause, meaning Chelsea will benefit financially if Villarreal sells Vega in the future. This kind of arrangement is common for young talents, as it allows the selling club to retain a stake in the player's potential future value, while enabling the buying club to invest in his development. This transfer marks a record signing for Villarreal, illustrating the club's intent to invest strategically in their squad and compete at a higher level in La Liga and European competitions. By securing Vega, Villarreal add a player with a strong technical foundation, tactical intelligence, and the capacity to influence games both offensively and defensively. The club's style of play, which emphasizes ball control, creativity, and fluid movement, suits Vega's attributes perfectly. He is expected to become an integral part of the midfield, providing stability, linking play between defense and attack, and contributing to the overall tactical flexibility of the team. For Chelsea, this deal is part of a broader approach to managing their squad and resources.